I think it's awesome.
You know what? If you can only go to one lighthouse in the Maritime provinces, I think it has to be this one.
I don't know. We're kind of debating on where do we want to go and what do we want to see. And it's just hard to leave this place. It's so beautiful, and why leave something beautiful for something that you don't know if it's going to be beautiful or not.
Today we're going to walk around in Lunenburg and explore. First stop will be going for breakfast. Lynn has it all picked out. What's the name of the place?
No,
Savvy Sailor. We have arrived. We're going to try one more place that we can hopefully get breakfast with Maggie with us. It's a little difficult because, well, they do have outdoor seating in a lot of places, but you have to go through the restaurant. And you don't know if they have.
I don't see breakfast.
So now we're giving up on that. These old places don't really have a way for Maggie to eat on the balcony. So now I think we're going to try to find a bakery and just
So you go to that table back there.
Come on. So everything's a little more difficult when you have a pup dog, but everything's a lot better too. So
This old birdie's eyeing. Looks good.
yeah, I'm thinking that I told the nice lady in there that you would probably want my cinnamon roll.
Probably. You said it just came out of the oven?
Mm-hmm.
Is it good? I got a strawberry and lemon scone.
Did good.
That was a wonderful place to have a little bit of breakfast.
Yeah, all the little birds and
I know.
it's just perfect little secret garden.
I love all the vibrant colors that they choose to paint their homes. I guess that's why it's such a beautiful little town. It's so colorful.
So we've just gone through Moose Harbor. Their slogan is "Where Moose Used to Roam." And now we're in Western Head Lighthouse. And it's so pretty out here.
It's not that truck.
And we'll back in right here. Yeah.
Sounds like a good idea.
Good idea?
Yep.
What do you think?
I think it's awesome. Not very many people here at all. The lighthouse is a little run down, but being out here on these rocks and watching the waves break over the rocks is pretty awesome out here.
So we've been talking about the difference between making a road trip and actually like going to a destination. And if this were your destination, you could come here and stay for days and just enjoy the peacefulness and tranquility. But when you're on a road trip, you know, we're just right now in Nova Scotia, which is the size of 3 or 4 states in the United States. We have 2 weeks to explore. You have to pick the points you want to go to, and you can't dilly-dally around. If you're going to see a lot of those things, you can't spend too much time at each one of the stops, which in some ways that's a shame, because some of the joy comes from just sitting down and enjoying a place like this and getting to know the place and the people. But there's just so much to see. And you know, we like both methods of traveling, but when you're doing a road trip like this, we'll stay a day here and a day there, and we just keep moving. And it's not a bad way to see an area. With that said, we have to leave this beautiful place and go somewhere else that we hope is just as pretty. 4.8 meters. Can we go under? Yeah.
Lines for Nova Scotia 3 trunk west, Nova Scotia 309.
We're in the little town of Barrington right now, which is about 17 kilometers away from the southernmost point here in Nova Scotia. So this is the Barrington Bay Clements Pond Multi-Use Trail, which is cool. Look at this. We can go for a little bit of a hike while we're out here. And we have to drive a long ways, don't we? We were just having a conversation about, what were you saying? What's
all the points we're going to, the western point and the northern point and the southern point and
eastern point?
Eastern point. What's the point of it?
I guess
the point of the point.
I guess the point is you say you've been there. I don't know. I thought it may be pretty.
It is pretty. All of it's pretty. So no matter where you stop, it seems like it's really pretty. Daniels Head Beach. Is that where we're going? Let's park over there on that.
We'll do.
So we have some little bit of, if we, in case we want to cook, we'll have a little bit of. So what do you want to do first?
Let's eat lunch and then let's explore.
Okay.
I think I'm pretty hungry. How about you?
Yeah, I'm really hungry.
Do you want me to cook the hamburger outside?
I think so.
Okay.
It's going to go bad if we don't.
Lynn's cut up some PEI potatoes. We'll put those in the skillet now. Oh, that sound. Awesome. Let those brown up a little bit and then we'll put some other things in.
Just let it go, move along. That's how it's got to be. Breaking slowly for a while. Breaking is easy.
So Owen's putting half the hamburger back in just to heat it up a little bit. We're going to save the other half of the hamburger for another meal.
Rice bowl.
Rice balls. But this is potato, hamburger,
Magic.
peppers and onions bowls.
Magic. Here's what we ended up with. PEI potatoes and red peppers and onions and a little hamburger. Let's see how it is. It's the first time we've had PEI potatoes. Everywhere you go on the island, you're going to see these signs of new, fresh potatoes. New potatoes. So we bought a bag. Man, they're awesome. What do you think?
I think they were great.
It's a great meal. What a combination. Can't beat the view while we're eating. What a trip. What a trip. A beach toy library. Borrow, play with it, or return it to right here. Isn't that cool? That's so neat.
Said the old folks down at the bar, and our old friends followed them up. You want something else, I agree, but that's where you belong. No point bending back, 'cause for me, I'm just shooting alone. There's no use holding on. If you love it, you set it free. Just let it go, move along. It's how it's got to be. Breaking slowly for a while. Breaking is easy. Take your time. Don't let you stay on the line. Make it right. I'll be lonely for a while, but believe me, I'll be fine. Happens all in good time. Happens all in good time. Oh, you win some, you lose some, fall down and get up. No matter what you do, remember all the good times. Oh, the wind will change, the storm will calm down. You win some, lose some.
Well, we didn't intend to spend the night here, but sometimes the best decision is to make the decision that where you are is a great place. It's going to be hard to beat. We had planned to make it closer to Yarmouth tonight, but I don't know. We spent a lot of time exploring this morning, eating, and it's just ended up being, this is where we made it. There's nothing wrong with that, though, is there? I mean, it's like, just get to some place that you love. It's beautiful out here. It's cool. The wind is blowing. It's going to be completely peaceful tonight. It's going to be a good dark sky. And I don't know. We're feeling it. We're just going to stay here. Seems like we're always changing our plans. But I think that's one of the best parts about traveling with zero reservations is that you can change your plan. You can just decide, are we going to go, or are we going to stay here, or are we going to keep going on around? And, you know, we think the best part of Nova Scotia is going to be like the Cabot Trail and Cape Breton Island, and I think that's going to be it. But for now, everything we see is beautiful, so I don't know. If you do the same thing, don't beat yourself up. I think Maggie, well, she's ready to just lay here in the grass and just take it easy. And the view is hard to beat.
Breaking slowly for a while. Breaking is easy. Take your time. Don't let you stay on the line. Make it right. I'll be lonely for a while, but believe me, I'll be fine. Happens all in good time. Happens all in good time. Oh, you
We can show you pictures of where we wake up. But there's no way you can smell that smell of the salt air. Just pretend you're smelling it. You can't hear the birds. I'm out here to put Dishy up. Batting 1,000. He's doing great. Well, this is the first morning we woke up and the windows are fogged up.
Right.
So
Got cool last night.
got down to 53 last night here. So yeah, listen to that sound of that whining.
Yeah.
Not me, though. Okay. Alrighty. Let's head over and at least see the lighthouse here.
Turn right, then you will arrive at your destination.
On the light.
No overnight parking. The Cape Forchu Lighthouse, one of the most famous lighthouses in the world.
Beneath the shadows of this quiet town, I see you there, your feathers on the ground. Your eyes are heavy with the weight of the world. What's in a life you never could afford? Even if you never flown before, you can take a chance and try once more. Don't let your worries weigh you down, down, down. You can still take flight, although you're earthbound. Made to soar amongst the clouds, but never learn to rise above these crowds. Stuck in the dust of the life that you found, with nowhere to go, no higher ground. Even if you never flown before, you can take a chance and try once more. Don't let your worries weigh you down, down, down. You can still take flight, although you're earthbound.
We were just talking about how beautiful this is here and how well maintained it is and how much there is to do. And you know what, if you can only go to one lighthouse in the Maritime provinces, I think it has to be this one. This one is so far
Yeah.
of all the ones we've seen, they're all just barely hanging on by a thread, but this one has some money behind it, and it is gorgeous. Not just the view, but everything about it is just perfect. All the signage that's here, benches everywhere that you go, the tidal pool that's right here. It's just
Caught between a rock and the tide.
it's a great place to visit. It's a little outside of Yarmouth, but it's worth the drive.
It is a cool little bench.
It's made out of lobster tree. Wow.
Very comfortable.
It
sure
doesn't
is.
get wet. It's cool though.
I'm sure it does get wet.
Doesn't have a bad view.
No, it's got a beautiful view.
So we're taking this hike and we're talking about it, and my comment was I didn't know we were going to do a, an hour-long hike because we have a little over 5 hours to drive today. But
Yeah.
then you were saying,
Owen's getting a little stressed out about we're not going to get to see everything that we want to see.
yeah,
And, he's kind of, I don't know, we're kind of debating on where do we want to go and what do we want to see. And it's just hard to leave this place. It's so beautiful, and why leave something beautiful for something that you don't know
Right.
if it's going to be beautiful or not.
so saying don't rush today. If we get there, we'll get there.
Right. And, it's just beautiful here, and I don't want to rush it. It's, I'm just afraid that if we rush it, then we're going to wish that we're going to go somewhere else and it's not going to be this pretty. And then
We had the same thing happen last night. We planned to get closer to this place last night so we could not have a 5-hour drive today. But it was just so pretty there
Yeah.
at Hawk Beach that we just decided, got to stay here.
yeah, but there are some beautiful places, looks like, to boondock on the way to the Lighthouse.
Yeah.
Just pull off the road and be right by the water. So
Yeah.
that would have been
Yeah.
a good choice too.
It
But
would
you
have.
never know.
You never know. So I guess what we've learned from this is maybe coming up here for 3 months is not enough time.
Yeah.
But let's finish up the hike and just enjoy the day.
Right.
And if we make it there, we make it there. The ferry runs every hour, so
Yeah.
we'll get on.
So did you tell me where we're going?
Not
Have
yet.
you said where we're going?
Not yet. I don't think I have.
Oh,
I didn't say where we're going because I never know where we're going to end
that's
up.
true. So we
we've
always
said
hate
that,
saying
so
that.
we're not gonna say that. But we are going to get on Long Island and Digby and drive down south, if that tells you anything.
So sometimes you just have to stop and do this,
Literally.
literally. And there's wild roses all through here, so when you're walking through here, you can smell them really good. But getting close up is pretty awesome too.
Even if you've never flown before, you can take a chance and try it once more. Don't let your worries weigh you down, down. You can still take flight, although you're earthbound. You're earthbound. Are you happy?